want to say who I am because it feels awkward, like when you start referring to yourself, introducing yourself in every video. You feel like you did it once, but I'm happy with my ADV, but if I could go back, I'd probably just get an Aerox. The whole concept of the ADV is that it's an enduro. You can take it off-road, but no one's taking it off-road. Occasionally hit a rough patch of concrete, but I know, mantra. We've been talking about this mantra, slow down. That was an easy one, sorry. It's a nice house there. Some designs are timeless. That one looks like it's been there a while. Still good looking. Kind of a Spanish style there. Some of these architects do an ultra modern design. Some of these buildings had no architect, someone who knew how to use a hammer. And I hope you never interpret my videos as, I never mean to come across as insulting if I ever do. It's never my intent. I think it's very creative and admirable. These people just build their own homes. I would do the same thing. They don't give a dang, do they? You know, you gotta be on the lookout for that. As a scooter, I do it towards the oncoming scooters because, you know, if they're on their side of the road, it's a non-issue. But when you're a truck, man, you're really making that person fight for space in their own lane. You know, if I'm a vehicle passing another vehicle, a truck passing another truck, or a car passing another car, or one of those mixtures, you know, I'm gonna wait till there's no one coming at me, because I just don't think that's fair when you're going at a scooter or a bike or something like that. You shouldn't force someone to struggle in their own lane. Now, if it's a scooter, man, that's just normal here. It's not an issue. You've got plenty of room. Just get over a little bit, let the other person coming at you have some lane. But you're really assuming the other person's skill set when you're a car, and you just get completely in their lane, which they do. They'll just get the entire car will be in your lane. Dead cat, ran over. I remember when I was in Cebu years ago, and the taxi driver I was with, I know he saw it. I saw it plain as day. I saw that. I was like, oh, look, he's driving. You'd have to see where you were going. And I saw the dog, smaller dog, he's in the taxi, and I was like, well, when's he gonna swerve? And he didn't. He just ran it over. And I really threatened to punch him. I was so angry. He never said anything. I kept yelling, why would you do that? And he never said anything. Like, he thought I wouldn't mind. How crazy is that? Like, you're just gonna run over an animal? You think I'm not gonna mind? You just made that animal suffer? Maybe, who knows how long it suffered? Why would you do that? Some people are just batshit crazy, man. They're among us. There are batshit crazy people among us. Batshit. Psychopaths, right? You're not just a psychopath if you enjoy a human feeling pain, right? Same, if you enjoy animals feeling pain, in my opinion, you're psychopathic. All right, more to come. Look at that thing. Nowhere you'd be safe. It's a serious retaining wall, man. It's like 2 feet thick. Sides day after day. I'm going to the same places. It's the same. There's nothing new, right? I'll say that all the time. There's nothing new here. I have a routine, but maybe one day I'll catch something interesting that I would have missed if I weren't filming, and why not put them up there? Every once in a while I have a unique thought. It amazes me, like Adrian has a customer. He's got just on Facebook 2.9 million followers. Facebook, that's not even like a real social media. Like, he's got way more now on TikTok and YouTube. Just to think, like, to have 5 million people following you. You're you started off as a regular dude, and 5 million people following you. That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's got to go to your head a little bit. You got to start thinking. Go to my head a little bit. All right, the destination. Pedal and pump. PEDDLE. Pointed that out to me. Pedal and pump, right? Like he's peddling coffee. Pedal and pump. No parking. Car wash area. All right, we're here. We've arrived. All right, the power was out. So for the whole area, I don't know how far that extends. So we're gonna go to, come on. We're gonna go to Freak and get a watermelon juice. Man, it's so delicious. So delicious. Healthy as can be. That'll be my last meal for the day. I try to keep all my meals under $10 a day, which honestly hasn't been difficult. You can actually treat yourself pretty darn good on that, man. Pretty good. So that's, on a 28-day month, $280 to eat, and that's if I eat out. That's if I eat out. It's basically like a coffee and a health bar, like these granola type bars that are actually made fresh by a baker, and 1 or 2 meals. Usually it's like one big meal, a small meal, a coffee. I don't hold back from 9 to 2. I don't hold back. First thing I do is go get my coffee. I get a large coffee, usually a double, and either Freak or Pedal and Pump. And I'll get these little, for lack of better, I think it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Granola, seeds, and fruits. it's all fresh and mashed together, and it's delicious. I could eat like, it's breakfast. Sometime between 12 and 2, I'll go get a meal. And if I should eat sooner than that, like 11, sometimes I do, I have a small meal afterwards. Man, I eat out 3 times a day, and I still stay in. $10 a month, or $10 a day. When we first moved to Valencia, we moved into these apartments up here called Marpus. That's where Tom and Har lives, right up that road we just passed. And right there. And great people. I only have one complaint, and that's that the vloggers that live in it that are, and I don't think there's no intention of deceiving. It's just unfortunate it kind of goes down like this. Marpus has like 3/4 of it is really nice and new, like brand. It's like a gorgeous design, and one quarter of it is like 30-year-old garbage. I hate to say it, sorry, but I'm just being honest, right? So no malice, just honest. So everything we were seeing, even vloggers that went there to like show it off, they showed all the new apartments. So we messaged them, we're like, hey, we want to go there, can we get a month or 2 or whatever? Oh yeah, you got to prepay, there's no refunds. We're like, yeah, we're good, looks great. We showed up, we prepaid, and we walked back to our room, and it's like, it's garbage. I paid like $200 a month for that in Cebu. It's straight garbage. And you're like, yeah, well, it's non-refundable, you paid. I'm like, yeah, but that's not what's being advertised. That's not what everyone's seeing on the internet. All your, granted it's not them, but they're not telling them that. They're not going out of the way to say, hey, by the way, we're sure you heard about this from one of the, X number of vloggers that are super popular showing Marpus. We don't have anything out there showing this dilapidated section. So just be careful, make sure that, if you're going to stay at Marpus, there's a very nice section, and there's a very rundown section that they, renovate. Man, you can make it nice. It's concrete, you can redo it. If you're going to rent that out, at least tell the people. And there was very, very, very little parking. There was parking for 3 to 4 cars, 4 if you squeezed it, but there's like, I don't know how many apartments back there, 16 or something, there's a lot. So someone new shows up and they have a car, and now you don't have a place to park, right? Like you and the new guy are jockeying, you gotta hope, All right, this is it. Graduated her 2nd grade, had her little ceremony, and they said bring a white shirt because we're going to tie-dye it. So, all right, sent her to school with a white shirt. So then they all put on their white shirts, and I said, Lucy, what are you doing? You can't tie-dye your shirt with it on. She said, no, that's what the teacher said we're going to do. I'm like, I didn't see this. So all the kids go out in the yard, and then I see what's going on. Then they all get given water balloons full of colors, and some kids had squirt guns full of colors, and then they went to war. So I got a video of it, it's pretty neat. But I think that part was like a surprise, but the only downside to doing it that way is now her shirts are stained, her shoes are stained. Looking forward to tonight. We're going to make a super, super cool trip to Bacolod. Hopefully it's a good video to go along with it. 6 hours of riding. $5 to 6 hours, I believe. be a lot of dark roads. A lot of dark roads. 11 o'clock. I guess we're looking at getting in around 6 a.m. And I hope I can stay up that long. Man, I don't remember the last time I stayed up until 6 a.m. I don't think I've done it over a decade. This will be interesting. As soon as I get back, I'll be preparing to leave to Cebu, and then wherever the trail takes me, I have no idea. Where will I go? I don't know. Mahone, Siargao, Iloilo, Manila. I don't know. I'm just gonna bounce around. How long? I don't know. Until I'm bored. And these vehicles keep going here. I think they're gonna go through. Yep. And it's so much longer when you gotta backtrack. Learned that the hard way. So that's about the worst stuff you're gonna encounter here. That little hump right there, and I guess my point with saying that is that could have bought an Aerox. It'd do the same thing. Could have bought any scooter. I thought about driving there. I thought about taking my scooter there. But it's really a headache. I mean, I haven't done it with a scooter, but I can tell you with a car, there's just times when we're sitting in traffic, and I was sitting there looking at these Cirrus modes that make it there just as fast, and I could be in there on my phone, chatting with friends or studying, and just not feeling the hassle. And it's a lot cheaper, so it's like a quarter the price. Maybe less. Because you've got the ferry over, which is 1,000. Like the Cirrus liner, like from Dumaguete to Cebu, it's like 360. I think it's around 360. If you take the 10 a.m., it claims 3.5 to 4 hours. If you leave later, it could take up to 6 hours. So it just depends on when you leave, because traffic is a major factor. It's still 360 either way, if I remember right. And if I drive my car there one way, well, I've got all the gas, whatever that works out to, let's just say a half a tank, quarter tank. So, but it's over 1,000 pesos. It's like 1,000 pesos to take your car there. So 20 bucks right there. Let's just say 25. Let's just round down to $25. So it's $25 to go there. And you gotta be so alert when you're driving. Like, you really have to be alert. It's a workout on your brain, because shit pulls out in front of you. People stop. They brake check you. Not intentionally, just to brake check you. I say that. They stop for something in front of you that you couldn't see because you were behind them. You couldn't see the dog stand out in front of them or whatever. It's a headache. It takes it's 6 hours of concentration. So I'd rather take this serious. feel it. Scooters aren't nearly as bad. You don't really notice when you're behind the scooter. You don't have nearly the mass of picking up all that dust. But when you're behind the truck in the car, yeah, you can taste it, you can feel it in your eyes. This is the best. It's definitely one of the best. Hopefully when I get back, Asher will be out of the hospital. I'm really, really hoping. Out of bed. He's incapacitated. Because my buddy pulling, I wish him the best. And I really hate going through what he's going through. Looking forward to visiting some old friends in Cebu. Might do some training, I'm not sure yet. Do some training. I used to teach them. Good things about that. Where would you go if you were, I doubt anyone's watching this long, but let's say you are, maybe you stick around and you said fast forward to the point and you came right here. Where would you go if you're bouncing around the Philippines? I think Siargao would be cool. I think Bohol would be cool. I think Siquijor would be cool. Cebu just because it's my old stomping ground, for no other reason that, that's where I spend a lot of my time. Manila, I'm not really feeling Manila. There's really not much in Manila that, there's just nowhere there that really appeals to me. Decent malls, Greenbelt and Mall of Asia. I haven't been to any of the new stuff. When I was there, Rockwell was big, power plant, BGC, but now they've got all these other new developments that are just absolute bangers. In terms of communities, in terms of development. Burritos. Those burritos. Now they got one or two things right there, since I'm down in this, I will go ahead and eat them. I like their meat. I like to clean the food. The one problem is the meat is so soggy. It is the soggiest meat. You can't even call it Latino food. It's like no Latino has ever served meat that's soggy. I'm not really a meat eater. I tried it just because, looking for something different. I try not to eat meat. Actually, when I go there, I usually eat burn it until I want burn marks, top and bottom, like burnt. Still isn't burnt enough. All right, we're gonna kick it off here. All right, talking about juggling some stuff. I got Ushi on the back. I'm trying to hold this thing here. Ushi's soaking wet. I'm trying to lean forward so she doesn't touch me. We're almost done. Let's go ahead. We'll wrap up. We'll take it to the homestead. Who would watch one of these videos in their entirety? I really can't. I'm pretty sure I'm just talking to myself at this point. But you know what? I will. I'll be the one to go back and watch it. Honestly, one day when I'm older, I'll go back and watch it. And my daughter will go back and watch it. So that's really what they'll be there for. Again, if you're someone I haven't met, or I don't know, but if you do watch my videos and you find them entertaining, and if we have the opportunity to meet, that'd be cool. All the other kids were playing in it. Oh man, yeah, a little bit. These kids grow up with some serious immune systems. What? I saw the tie-dye. I recorded it. I made a video. Yeah, well, stump's still burning. Little calf's chilling by it. Okay, we made it.